Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. This is Tamir Moore checking in with you from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, on a rainy, dreary day in early January. As we welcome you to the NFL on Fox. This is the regular season finale today. A battle in the NFC East here, Week 17, at the 6-9 Dallas Cowboys are in town to play the 5-10 New York Giants. Look. It's very simple as far as scenarios are concerned heading into this week for Dallas and the Giants. If the Cowboys win and if Washington loses tonight at Philadelphia, the Cowboys will be the NFC champions. Now, if the Giants are able to win this game, and if Washington loses to Philly tonight, then the Giants will be the NFC champions. But if Washington beats Philly tonight, then Washington will win the NFC. Both of these teams will be eliminated. The loser of this game is out, no question about it. And Week 17 is a lot of fun, isn't it? We have, of the 16 games this weekend, 12 of them have some sort of playoff implications. 4 games, right? Raiders, Broncos, Jets, Patriots, Chargers, Chiefs, and Minnesota, Detroit have no playoff implications. The Cowboys, like I said before, come in with a record of 6-9. They started the season 2-3. At one point, they lost 4 in a row. The Cowboys have now won 3 straight games against the Bengals, 49ers, and Eagles. It's a bit of an unbelievable season for the Cowboys, right? Because despite losing Dak Prescott in Week 5, despite Andy Dalton, who is a former Bengal core, having COVID, suffering a concussion, and Ezekiel Elliott having to miss the 49ers game with a calf, this Cowboys team still has a chance now to make it to the playoff. What an unbelievable story it will be if Dallas does make the playoff. Last week, like we said, 20-point win against Philadelphia. Cowboys trailed last week's game against Philly, 14-3, now scored Philadelphia 34-3 the rest of the way on their way to a cruising win. Andy Dalton had his best game as a Dallas starter last week. 377 yards, 3 touchdown passes, 1 pick, and a quarterback rating of 134.7. Last week, Ezekiel Elliott came back with a vengeance after missing the San Francisco game with a calf injury. 19 rushes for 105 yards, averaging 5.5 yards per carry. Last week, Cowboys' pass defense was pretty decent against Eagles rookie quarterback Jalen Hurts from Oklahoma. They forced Hurts to throw 2 interceptions and held him to a rating of 70.7 as far as the pass D last week with Dallas is concerned anyway. And the pass rush against Philadelphia last week was really solid. 3 sacks and 5 quarterback hits. Meanwhile, the Giants came in a record of 5-10. Giants started the season 1-7. Poor start to the season. Giants won 4 in a row at one point. Now they have lost 3 in a row to Arizona, to Cleveland, and of course last week the 27-13 loss down in Baltimore. It seems like that upset win when Daniel Jones had to sit, Colt McCoy had to start against Seattle, that was forever ago, right? Because the Giants have looked flat since then. And their pass defense last week against Lamar Jackson of the Ravens allowed 2 touchdowns. Giants pass D, 22nd in the league this year. Rush defense, they allow on average 40 rushes for 249 yards. Rush offense last week against Baltimore non-existent. 12 rushes for 54 yards. They had Daniel Jones. The Giants did 6 sacks. The Ravens were able to sack Jones 6 times. They're able to hit him 11 times. The Giants allowed 48 sacks so far this year, tied with Cincinnati for the second most in the league. Only the Eagles, ironically enough, allowed more sacks with 62. And Daniel Jones last week, the Giants quarterback, 252 yards, touchdown, intercepted, and a quarterback rating of 84.6. I know the records are not pretty here in Week 17, but the Cowboys and Giants will be playing for more than just pride here at MetLife Stadium this afternoon. These two teams need to win today and need help tonight from the Philadelphia Eagles against the Washington football team. And on this rainy and dreary day here at MetLife Stadium, these two teams have a lot to play for. So we'll see some hard-hitting football when the Cowboys take the field against the Giants this afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. I'm Tamir Moore. Thanks so much for being with us, and I hope you enjoy the game because Week 17 is always fun regardless of whether a team has a winning record or not.